Hi everyone, it's your girl Mari. Listen, I love a bit of sparkle as much as the next hun, but let me tell you, the gemstone world can be brutal. We've all been there thinking we've bagged a bargain, only to find out it's as fake as a spray tan in January. Yes, scams involving fake or misrepresented gemstones are unfortunately common in the market. Fraudulent sellers often take advantage of consumers' limited knowledge about gemstones to sell imitation or synthetic stones as natural ones, misrepresent lower quality gems, or even sell outright fakes. Here are some common scams and methods used in the gemstone market. So, whether you're treating yourself or buying a gift, you need to know what to look out for. Trust me, babes, a little knowledge goes a long way. First up, let's talk about synthetics. Now, these aren't exactly fakes, babes, but they're not the real deal either. Imagine a bedazzled phone case, right? It's sparkly, it's fun, but it's not actual diamonds. Synthetics are like that. They're made in a lab, so they look the part, but they haven't been formed naturally over thousands of years. Some dodgy dealers will try to flog these off as the real thing, charging you a fortune for something that costs them peanuts. Don't be fooled, darlings. Always ask if a stone is natural or synthetic, and if the price seems too good to be true, it probably is. Remember, if you want the real deal, you've got to be savvy. Next, we've got the plastic fantastic of the gemstone world, glass and resin. Now, these are about as far from a girl's best friend as you can get. Imagine going to a fancy restaurant and being served a plate of plastic food. That's what it's like buying a glass or resin gemstone. They might look the part under the dodgy market stall lights, but trust me, they won't fool anyone in broad daylight. Always check the stone carefully. Glass and resin will feel warmer to the touch than natural gems, and they might even have air bubbles trapped inside. Remember, babes, if it looks cheap and cheerful, it's probably because it is. Now let's talk about composite stones, the chameleons of the gem world. These sneaky little things are like those dodgy push-up bras, all padding and no substance. They're basically bits and pieces of different materials glued together to look like one big, expensive stone. Imagine buying a designer handbag only to find out it's made of pleather and held together with super glue. That's the vibe with composites. They might fool you at first glance, but get up close and personal, and you'll see the joins and the glue. Always examine the stone under a magnifying glass. If you see any lines or air bubbles where the different layers meet, run for the hills, darling. Chapter 4. Treated gemstones, more than a touch of makeup. Now, just like us, some gemstones need a little help to look their best. But while a bit of lippy and mascara never hurt anyone, some treatments can seriously affect a gemstone's value. Imagine going for a spray tan and ending up orange. That's what it's like when a gemstone's been overcooked with treatments. It might look brighter and bolder, but it's not natural, and it's not worth what you might think. Always ask if a stone has been treated, and if so, how. A reputable dealer will be upfront and honest about any treatments. If they're being cagey, it's time to channel your inner detective. Chapter 5. Fake certificates. Dodgy documents, darling. Hold on to your handbags, ladies, because this next one's a doozy. Fake certificates are the ultimate con, like a fake ID for a gemstone. They look official, they sound official, but they're about as trustworthy as a dodgy ex-boyfriend. These certificates are basically worthless pieces of paper designed to trick you into thinking a stone is worth more than it is. Imagine buying a designer dress online, only to receive a Primark knockoff. That's what it's like falling for a fake certificate. Always buy from a reputable dealer and, if in doubt, get a second opinion from an independent gemologist. Trust your gut, babes. Chapter 6. Simulants, all that glitters. Now let's talk about simulants. These are the ultimate pretenders, like those girls who turn up to every party wearing the same dress as you but think no one notices. Simulants are materials that look like gemstones but have a completely different chemical makeup. They're like the knockoff perfume you find down the market, all smell and no substance. Now, there's nothing wrong with a bit of faux sparkle as long as you know what you're buying. But some shady sellers will try to pass off simulants as the real deal, hoping you won't know the difference. Always ask about the stone's chemical composition. If they can't tell you, or if it sounds like a load of gobbledygook, walk away, honey. Chapter 7. Low-quality stones. Don't settle for second best. Finally, let's talk about low-quality stones. Now, just like us, gemstones come in all shapes and sizes. And not all of them are created equal. Some are naturally brighter, clearer, and more vibrant than others. And then there are the ones that are a bit, well, let's just say they need a bit more help. Imagine going on a blind date and finding out your date looks nothing like their profile picture. That's what it's like buying a low-quality stone that's been hyped up to be something it's not. Always examine the stone carefully under good lighting. Look for dullness, cloudiness, or visible inclusions, those little imperfections that make each stone unique. And remember, babes, you deserve a gemstone that sparkles as brightly as you do. Outrow Sparkle Bright, shop smart. So there you have it, babes. The gemstone world can be a minefield, but armed with this knowledge, you'll be able to spot a fake a mile off. While there are many trustworthy dealers in the market, being informed and cautious can help protect you from scams when purchasing gemstones. Remember, knowledge is power, and when it comes to gemstones, a little bit of savvy goes a long way. Here are some tips to avoid gemstone scams. Buy from reputable dealers, request certification, learn basic identification techniques, check return policies, and get a second opinion. Now go forth and sparkle, my loves.